Welcome to Mic'd In's Scientific Segment, the podcast where we bring you the latest and greatest in the world of scientific discovery. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Anna. This week, we're diving deeper than ever into 5 groundbreaking scientific breakthroughs that are not only reshaping medicine, physics, and biology, but are absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about AI-designed DNA, the quantum secrets of gravity, and cancer treatments that could redefine oncology. Let's get right into it.
Let's kick things off with what feels like a glimpse into the future. Scientists have managed to harness generative AI to design synthetic DNA molecules that can precisely control gene expression in mammalian cells. Yes, you heard that right. Artificially created DNA designed by AI, acting like a molecular on-off switch. That's absolutely jaw-dropping.
It really is, Adrian. And what's even more astounding is how they did it. They utilized deep learning models to predict how DNA sequences would interact with transcription factors, those proteins that essentially dictate which genes get expressed and when. This isn't just gene editing, it's gene programming at a whole new level.
Think of it like this. What if we could write DNA the way we write software? That's what these scientists are doing. They're creating DNA sequences that act as conditional statements. If protein X is present, express gene Y. If not, stay dormant. This could revolutionize the way we approach genetic diseases, allowing us to precisely target malfunctioning genes without affecting healthy ones.
And the implications are enormous. Imagine a future where we could dynamically adjust gene expression in response to disease progression. A patient with Huntington's could receive tailored DNA that adjusts the expression of the mutant Huntington gene as their condition changes. It's not science fiction anymore. It's here.
And that's not even the craziest part. These synthetic DNA sequences are modular, meaning they can be swapped in and out like Lego pieces, allowing scientists to fine-tune gene expression based on cellular context. That kind of precision could redefine what's possible in gene therapy.
Now let's zoom out, way out, to the cosmos. This week, physicists have proposed a quantum theory of gravity that might just bridge the elusive gap between Einstein's general relativity and quantum mechanics. I mean, this is the stuff of scientific legend.
Absolutely. For decades, the holy grail in physics has been to unify the forces governing the very large, like planets and galaxies, with those governing the very small, like quarks and leptons. And this new theory does something extraordinary. It proposes that gravity isn't just a curvature of space-time, but a quantized interaction mediated by hypothetical particles called gravitons.
And get this, these gravitons aren't just theoretical constructs. The researchers propose specific experiments that could potentially detect them at the Planck scale, where the quantum and relativistic realms collide. Imagine detecting quantum fluctuations in space-time itself. That would be a scientific revolution.
And for physicists, this isn't just academic. It could provide insights into black hole singularities, quantum foam, and even the earliest moments of the Big Bang. If this theory holds, we could be looking at a unified framework that finally ties together all 4 fundamental forces: gravity, electromagnetism, the weak force, and the strong force. That's colossal. Let's shift back to the microscopic level. Researchers have developed a monoclonal antibody that targets a conserved region of the hemagglutinin protein on the influenza A virus. And folks, this could be a game changer for antiviral therapies.
Absolutely. What's so impressive about this antibody is its cross-reactivity. By targeting a conserved region of the virus, a part that doesn't mutate as rapidly as other regions, it could potentially neutralize multiple influenza strains across multiple seasons.
And here's the kicker, this isn't just a flu treatment. If this approach works, it could be applied to other rapidly mutating viruses like HIV and coronaviruses. We're talking about a universal antiviral approach.
And for those wondering about the science behind it, it's all about epitope targeting. The antibody binds to a specific epitope on the hemagglutinin protein, blocking the virus's ability to bind to host cells. It's like putting a molecular padlock on the virus, preventing it from entering the cell. Now here's a topic that could change the future of oncology. We're talking about CAR NK cells, natural killer cells genetically engineered to target and destroy solid tumors. This is next-level cancer treatment.
And what makes CAR NK cells so exciting is their scalability. Unlike CAR T cells, which are personalized and costly, CAR NK cells can be mass-produced from donor cells, making them an off-the-shelf treatment.
And they're not just effective against blood cancers. We're talking solid tumors: ovarian, lung, pancreatic. These are the cancers that have been notoriously difficult to treat with traditional CAR T therapies.
And in clinical trials, CAR NK cells have demonstrated significant tumor reduction with minimal cytokine release syndrome. Imagine a world where cancer treatment is not only effective, but accessible and affordable. That's what CAR NK cells could deliver.
Let's close with a surprising finding about the shingles vaccine. Researchers have found that getting vaccinated not only prevents shingles, but also reduces the risk of heart disease for up to 8 years. How incredible is that?
And the science behind it is fascinating. The vaccine appears to lower systemic inflammation, a key driver of cardiovascular disease. By reducing pro-inflammatory cytokines, it decreases plaque buildup in arteries, effectively reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes.
And that's a major finding. Vaccines have always been about preventing infectious diseases, but this research suggests they could also play a role in preventing chronic conditions like heart disease. Imagine getting a vaccine that protects your heart as well as your immune system.
And that's a wrap for this week's episode of Mic'd In. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into scientific breakthroughs, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your fellow science enthusiasts.
Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you next week with more mind-blowing science stories.